How's it going, guys? This is Justin from the Tree of Woe Show. Sorry this review is up late. It's late. Um, I wasn't planning on doing a review. I was watching you boys back to the NBA Finals, Year 3. Here we go. So obviously I was watching that game, so I wasn't expecting to do a review. But then Jake texted me and said, I don't remember, something about a webcam probably didn't work or something. So I said, well, I'm going to watch Raw anyways, and thank the heavens for fast forward capabilities, because I fast forward a lot of this, but I got the gist of everything. It starts off with Stephanie McMahon. Well, before they start the show, they said Triple H is returning tonight to face Curtis Axel. Kind of need to know that before we get into the first part. Stephanie comes out, and the storyline we all saw coming, and the storyline none of us wanted to come to fruition, came to fruition tonight. Stephanie McMahon in the ring. I am making an executive decision to not let my husband wrestle. He has given his heart to all of you guys, and you have to understand that it's just best for him. And I'm like, oh, you've got to be kidding me. And then Vince McMahon comes out, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe Vince will be the one that's like, no, he's his own man, let him do his thing. No. Oh, we love Triple H more than you guys do. He's giving you guys everything. What do you want from him? Oh, do you want what happened to him to happen to Kofi Kingston? And it's just a freaking, like, on and on and on about how great Triple H is. And we love him so much. We can't have him get hurt. He's done everything for you. And I wanted to break the TV. But I was still in a good mood because the Heat are going to the NBA Finals, so that's fine. But, first, and then the Shield interrupts. Thank the heavens. The Shield interrupted him. But it just went to commercial. They were just coming out for their match. It was the Shield versus Orton and Team Hell No. The Shield wins because the Shield are ballers and they should win every match for the rest of time. The only way the Shield should ever lose is if they face The Rock. Yeah. But no, it's always, it's never a bad match. It was good. The end comes, Orton gets shoved into Bryan, and Dean Ambrose. Wow. And then the pin on Daniel Bryan, which totally makes sense because they're doing the whole thing of Daniel Bryan's supposed to be the weak link and that he's just getting pissed off, going crazy. So that happened, which led to then backstage, like I said, Daniel Bryan arguing with Orton and Kane. You guys both think I'm the weak link, blah, blah, blah. And Orton's like, man, stuff happens out there. He's got to chill out. That was a mistake, but it's fine. Like, it's totally fine. Quit freaking out. You guys think I'm the weak link and da-da-da-da. And I'm just like, Daniel, settle down. Droppingquarters.com. Oh my hell. And then Triple H arrives. Dun, dun, big tough guy walking. He walks in the office. What's going on here? And Vince McMahon's like, you're not fighting because, it's not safe. And he's like, I'm cleared. I'm going to wrestle. And then Vince is like freaking out. And they get into like a big argument or whatever. And Vince is like, don't do something you're going to regret. And Vince leaves. And Triple H is pissed. To be continued. Don't worry, we got plenty of this storyline tonight. Then we got the Usos versus the PTP in the what the hell is going on match. The Usos ended up winning because they're not black. Because that's the way it works in WWE. Speaking of black, Del Rio versus Big E Langston 14 happened tonight. And it was just like the other ones. And Del Rio won, and I did not give a crap because it always happens, and I've never cared from the first. Awesome. Then we got Sheamus versus Cody Rhodes. You boy Damian Sandow on commentary. Damian Sandow is the man. I love that guy. Just the man on commentary. That dude is just gold. Sheamus beats Cody with a brogue kick, a lucky brogue kick, as Damian Sandow put it. Take note, you're welcome. And then Sheamus comes over and tries to shake Sandow's hand, and he says, get that filthy hand away from me. And then Sheamus punches him in the face, and that's all. Whatever. Something's caught my throat. Time to drink out of the biggest water bottle of all time. Look at this thing. This thing is freaking gigantic. Hell. But then we get Triple H. Triple H is leaving, heading out to the car, and he's talking to Steph, and he's like, I'm leaving right now so that I don't kick my children's grandfather's ass on live TV. But you go back in there and tell him that I'm fighting Curtis Axel next week. Damn. Cannot wait. then you got Daniel Bryan backstage still going off of, he's pissed. He said he was going to fight another match tonight because he wanted to prove he's not the weak link. He's just kicking stuff, and Ryback appears. And Daniel Bryan and Ryback have a back and forth, about, oh, you better calm down. He's like, oh, I'm not scared of you just because you're bigger than me, and da-da-da. And Ryback's like, oh, you should be because I'm the devil and shit. And Daniel Bryan said, I have a beard. And whatever. So then Ryback challenged him to a match, and he accepted, so we get that later. And then you got backstage Vince McMahon with Paul Heyman and Curtis Axel. They're talking like, hey, Curtis Axel, you look good. You look like you're going to have a bright future. You're not going to wrestle Triple H next week because it's not going to happen. Curtis Axel's like, whatever. He's like, all right, well, we'll see you on SmackDown. And Vince is like, well, yeah, we'll see you on SmackDown, but you're going to fight John Cena tonight. Curtis Axel getting some main events every single week. Then we got my boy versus the Great Khali. Gist of the story, Fandango started getting beat up, so he tried to leave. Miz appears at the top of the ramp like he's going to stop him from leaving. Wade Barrett hits him with a bull hammer, which then leads to a match between Miz and Wade Barrett. The Miz won that match with a figure four. What the hell? So it looks like they're going to end up doing a triple threat match between these three, which it makes sense. I mean, they haven't. I can't think of when did the IC title. I'm trying to think when the IC title was on a pay-per-view last. The pre-show WrestleMania does not count. I don't know. It's been a while, so whatever. As long as they're going to do something with it. Triple threat, it's like whatever. Fandango is my boy out of the three right now, so hopefully he does some cool stuff. And then we had the contract signing between Paul Heyman and Chris Jericho. This was not my favorite part of anything. This was rough. I mean, normally I'm like, oh, okay, I like Paul Heyman, I like Chris Jericho. This is having to do with CM Punk, who I love. This should be awesome. I didn't think so. It was just like so drug on, and the crowd did not care. They're like, Paul Heyman's like, oh, well, it's going to be in Chicago, where it's going to be, the crowd's going to be going crazy for Punk. And Jericho's like, well, maybe we should wait and do it in Los Angeles at SummerSlam. And the whole crowd just like, no, don't say that. And then they're like, oh, no, let's not do that. Let's do it in New York City. And the crowd just like, what the hell is going on? And then Jericho tried to save it. Let's do it right here tonight. God damn it. And then Paul Heyman's like, no. And then, oh, I guess we'll have to do it in Chicago. Chris Jericho signs it and puts the thing down Heyman's pants. I'm just like, I don't get it. I don't understand what we're going for here. This is a bad idea. Run. As the Wyatt family would say, run. Far away, run. So we'll see where this goes. I am not... As much as I want to see CM Punk, I'm hoping this angle is Paul Heyman agrees for him and CM Punk just decides he doesn't want to. Or they better do something different on the lead up there because this is getting rough. Then we got the Bella Twins and AJ against the Funkadactyls and Caitlyn. The faces win. Caitlyn's team, whatever. Then we got the two big matches of the night. The Ryback Daniel Bryan match due to the challenge. I like this match. It showed well, he's always aggressive, but it showed a really aggressive side of Daniel Bryan, and it seems like they have plans for Daniel Bryan, because if they didn't have plans for Daniel Bryan, Ryback just would have just wiped the floor with him and continued the story of Daniel Bryan's losing it. But Daniel Bryan was on. He was motivated. He was ruthless, aggressive. He was going crazy. He just had kicks and backflips. And he did that move where he wraps Ryback's legs up like a freaking pretzel and just like throws some John Jones elbows. He was hitting mean missile drop kicks off the top rope. He hit a flying headbutt where before I was like, he cannot jump that far. And he flies clear across the ring and just nails him. So, like, they made Daniel Bryan look really good. Like, he was toe-to-toe with Ryback, which a lot of guys against Ryback don't have that. So that's a good sign for, if you're a Daniel Bryan fan. Looks like they're thinking about doing some stuff with him. Because if they didn't, like I said, they could have just had Ryback wipe the floor with him and no one would have thought two things about it. Because Ryback's been on a tear and, it's just a littler guy. So I liked it. It was a good match. Match ends up happening. And they didn't even have Daniel Bryan lose. So, like I said, they just have Ryback get the table, puts Daniel Bryan through the table, gets DQ'd. He's going to get another table. He sets it up all crazy outside the ring. Cena comes out, makes a save. They have a little stare down, but then Ryback leaves. And then the main event was Cena versus Axel in an ODQ match. Maybe I'm just like off. Like I have no idea, but I didn't know I didn't know you could win by count out in an ODQ match. Like, I mean, I guess that could be possible. I've just never thought of it because no DQ matches, they never count normally when they're outside the ring. I don't know. Maybe I was just like thinking, maybe I'm thinking of a different kind of match, but I was pretty sure no DQ you couldn't get counted out because I don't know. But either way, Curtis Axel ends up winning by count out. Cena was finally getting the upper hand outside of the ring. Ryback comes from behind and attacks him. He ends up putting him through the table that he had originally set up for Daniel Bryan, and he stands over him and just says, "At Payback, Ryback rules." So Curtis Axel gets another victory because Curtis Axel is the truth. And that is Raw. Like I said, I didn't get to watch it live. There was no commercial switching. I'm when the heat are on in the playoffs, it is 100% full. All aboard. That's all the heat. We're going here, baby. But yeah, so watching it taped was a blessing because I could skip all the dumb stuff, which was most of it. But Raw not being good is not on my stress list right now for obvious reasons. So you get a pass this week, Raw. But if the Heat had lost, or if Heat games weren't in the mix today, this would have been a horrible show. But like I said, in this case, I do not care about the state of Raw at this point. So, but that is the review. Let me know what you thought of Raw. Maybe you thought it was good because you like stuff. If you're still watching, I won't be stupid. Like, the Heat are gonna win. I'm not gonna. I know a lot of people dislike the Heat. I'm not gonna put you guys through that. I want you to write. If you're still watching at this point, I want you to write giant water bottle. Because it is. This is a giant water bottle. I don't know if you can tell. I wish I had a regular water bottle in comparison, but I promise it's really big. That's what she said. But yeah, so subscribe, leave your comments below, tell me what you thought, like this video, and we will see you when we see you. Goodbye, folks.